Hi guys, this is Kaizen and welcome to the very first episode of the Arts You Tired podcast. Today we're being joined by my amazing friend, an amazing 3D artist. We went to college together and we pretty much did a lot of stuff together. Presenting Joshua Brown, say hi bro!
Yup! Yup! Happy to be here.
Yeah! So, of course, how can my followers find you? Do you have
Oh,
ArtStation,
yes,
Facebook?
I do. ArtStation, Facebook, Joshua Black. Look for the guy with the dragon as a profile
Yes.
picture. That's pretty much me.
Yes, I'll just pretty much put it everywhere in the video, the socials.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today
Yay!
we're gonna talk about some topics na pinasa ng mga of course, mga followers and other people I asked around on Facebook and in other social media. So
All
we're gonna
right, all right.
start to the topics we're gonna discuss today. So yung PayPal pull out tsaka yung clients pull out. Of course, rinig mo na to, di ba?
Yeah, the whole, oh my god, PayPal is pulling out thing. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna die. We cannot feed our families and everything. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, but to be fair, okay, just since we're in the topic, I'm not saying that your worries are not, valid, but some people like to exaggerate. That's all I'm gonna say.
they do. They really do. Because the first time I heard this, it's one of my art friends, Pan, and I know other people know her. She would. I think the post was saying. I think she shared it. It was saying that when this certain political figure wins, we will never disclose.
Mm-hmm.
PayPal will pull out and we lose our clients. And I found it very, very impossible. I even shared this on my page that how most unlikely
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah.
impossible this would
Even
happen.
even we had a talk about it, right? Like a very brief chat
Yes,
about it,
the
right?
very brief chat about it because I told you, let's just
Yeah.
talk about it in a podcast. So,
My God. Yeah.
I told my because we have friends who works in PayPal. They're not
Oh, nice.
artists. They're not artists, but they do work on PayPal, and those are my high school friends, and yung mga anak nila, inaanak ko. So
Yeah.
I was asking them around, wait, is it true that PayPal will pull out? And they just responded like, what? Why? Bakit sa magpo-pull out sa Pinas? Kung kaka-renew lang nila ng contract natin, it doesn't make sense. And then I would keep seeing this news circling around and around and around, especially to famous artists. It's like, oh no! And parang ang nangyayari, other artists are spreading so much fear and anxiety. I mean, there's nothing wrong to be worried. I mean, it's like you said,
Yeah.
it's so very valid, but it's so very most impossible thing to happen. First of all, PayPal
Exactly.
is an independent company. Let's say even it's based
It's an independent international company.
exactly, even their main base is in the US. It doesn't make sense at all because they're not the government. If they barrel
Exactly.
this certain politician we will never disclose, it really doesn't make
Mm.
sense. And if I am a CEO or a very, very rich businessman, why would I pull out my business from a country who is one of the top people who is importing and exporting different types of currency around the world? It really doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
It really doesn't make sense. But the fear is valid though. Like even when I heard about it, I was like, wait, what? But then it dawned on me that it really okay. Let's just say for a split second that this is true and PayPal does pull out. It does not shut down the service. It does not because it's not like it's tied to the government, like you said. Like we have to go to their building and do our
Yeah,
transactions there. No, we do it
yeah,
all online. And if they say,
exactly.
oh, well, they can just block the website, VPNs.
There's a lot of VPNs these days.
There's a lot of ways to roam around this issue. Like even if they do pull out of our office or our country rather, it won't make a difference. At least the way I see it. I could be wrong, but it's highly unlikely that the service will stop altogether for one country. No.
Exactly. It really because even Russia has people, and it's Russia right now. They still have it. How much more
Yeah.
a country is not that verge of destruction yet? We will never know. But
Yeah, well, yeah.
it's kind of it's so weird. And then with the clients thing. So I hope you know the artist Muhammad Agabi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He made a video, I think 2 days ago. He made a video about this innocent tweeters are losing jobs because of this in our political status, which is I kind of like his video, but I don't like the tweets in it because I found
Yeah.
out from other artists too na meron nag-message yung typical i-message nila yung sarili nila tapos i-message sarili nila tapos i-blur nila yung name and everything and then they'll make posts of clout on social media like oh look at this my
Oh,
client like oh and then I think she artist was caught but majority of the artists and then she deleted her accounts
sorry.
she deleted her account on that Twitter feed
Oh.
because she was called. I was like, oh come on! Like I get that the frustration and the agony, but I really don't get the people who would spread fear. Like that is the worst kind of person, you
You know
know?
what's sad though about this whole thing about that certain political figure that we have right now? You know what makes it sad? This is still in tied with the PayPal issue. Okay, just to let you know. Um, so this kid, I teach him or I taught him rather, really well artist, well on his way. But he messaged me out of the blue saying, "Hey man, is it possible to actually make a PayPal account without telling them where I live?" And I'm like, no, you need your billing address. You need to, because when we make our PayPal, you need the billing address so they know where the bill is coming from, right?
Yes, exactly. It's do yeah.
Right. And then I asked them, oh, no, you need a billing address for you to do transactions because they need to know where the money is coming from, keep track, blah blah blah. And then I asked him, well, why? Why are we having this conversation right now? Like, what difference does it make where you are from? And then he said, well, due to the whole political views of other people, I don't want people to know that I am from the Philippines or that I'm Filipino. And I'm like, stop that, okay?
Exactly.
You're you're already um, admitting shame for being Filipino for being a Filipino artist just because of something that or for that certain person who won. Come on,
Yeah, it's
that's just
because
sad.
yeah, it's not it's not everyone's fault. You know, it's beyond anyone's control. Beyond right now, like it's really it's just the fake news, you know,
Yeah.
spreading so bad. It is affecting so much. Okay, let's say I'm a client, okay, and
Yeah.
you artists out there, of course, you share your stuff in your Twitter, Instagram, whatever. If you keep sharing this misinformation on those accounts, and one of the possible clients or client sees this, of course, you start thinking maybe this, this fake news is true. So
Yeah.
this
Maybe
this
there's some truth to it.
yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I will cancel. Technically, the fault why clients, commissions are being canceled is technically our fault as well. Because this is why I separate my personal account from commission accounts. Because if I post the same things in my commission account, all the clout that I
Yeah.
follow, like, of course, it's gonna give a different vibe to the clients, and
Exactly.
they would start thinking, oh, ang dami na ng drama. Ayoko magpa-commish dito. There's so much. I don't want to be part of it because art is still a business. No matter what you do,
Yeah.
it's still a business. So I really also don't understand because I also talked to some of my clients. I told them, okay, so I hope you guys know what's going on here, and they're like, yeah, we're aware. And is it okay? Does it bother you if you employ someone from a, with from a person who's from this country with this political morals and this political problems? Like, really doesn't matter. They don't give a damn. They give zero
Exactly.
damns because it's a business. They don't care where you're from. They don't care what your background is. As long as you can get the job done and you have an amazing portfolio,
Exactly.
why would it matter? It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I mean, okay, for all you lovely people who don't know what I do for a living, I am a 3D artist. I make
An
3D
amazing three
models for
hours. Yes.
yeah, I make miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm not affiliated with them. I just do stuff for the game. So I've been doing that for the past 3 years, and you know, one thing I did learn is that, yeah, my clients, when they found out about this whole situation, they did not give a damn.
They
Because you're
don't.
right. What clients, what the clients do give a damn about is results. They want to see good results. They want to see you do your job well because that's what they're paying for. Like you said, in the end, it is a business. They don't care where it comes from as long as the quality is good.
Exactly. They don't really care. Sounds sad at times, but it's the truth.
Yeah, most of them won't even care where you graduate from, but that's a whole different podcast.
Yeah. I also told if there's a client who cares where you're from, it's better never accept that money because those are the people who are so very dramatic and has so many positions.
Yeah,
It's
not. It's
yeah,
just not worth it.
it's not worth it. It's just gonna stress you out. It's really good you just avoid them at all costs.
Yeah, just avoid them altogether.
Yeah, like, I really wish
Yeah.
that people who see this, like, guys, stop the fear. You know, just hug each other.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Help,
You know,
help
if
each other out during this time. That's the best thing we can advise. I mean, we don't know everything about what's happening, but we do know this: the more fear that you put around or you put out, especially for those who, I'm not saying all, but there are people who are benefiting from this fear.
they
Okay,
are,
stop it. Yeah,
yeah,
you guys need to stop and just put aside the fear and help each other out because we as Filipinos, we are actually one of the main source of outsourcing art. Actually, one of the main because they clients love working with us. That's a that's a fact.
yeah. And I know from all of majority of the studios I work with, they always love a Filipino
Yeah,
uh in the studio because we're very hospitable, we're very caring, and the way we
yeah,
talk
yeah,
is very endearing. And sometimes it kind of shocks them.
yeah. They're like, oh,
Oh,
so there are people who are like this.
oh yeah, like yes, welcome to our country. We like even you stab us in the back, we will still offer you halo halo and adobo and sinigang.
Yeah.
This is how the Philippines been conquered by 300 years by the Spanish colonization.
Yeah. Sad, but that's how we got where we are now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really just cannot. Ooh. Also, those people are benefiting from their. I see their commission sheets right now because of course they say they would post their commission slots, and you would see that
Hmm.
all of the commission slots are full because out of the pity party. And like, oh wow, would you look at that person
Mm.
benefiting from each other's summer? Oh boy. And ngayon nasa waitlist na sila, 'di ba? Like, oh, kumikita
Yeah,
sa hardship. Oh God, those people. So
but
the person who
don't they understand
spread,
that they're hurting themselves in the long run?
oh no, it kind of.
Right?
I have this friend too. Also well known to the art community. There was someone who commissioned him because he's
Yeah.
Filipino, and he feels so sorry for us. Us artists in the film. It's like, okay, that's kind of rubs you in the wrong foot, but thank you for the concern.
Uh huh.
We're like
Okay.
a petting hitty stuff right now.
Oh God, no. Really?
Yeah, there's people who is doing that, and of course you would
I
see
mean,
other famous, for
uh,
example, streamers. I think it's Lily Pichu who also started commissioning our Filipino artists specifically because of the issue and wants to help.
oh,
Right? But God bless their
oh
heart,
man.
by the way. Really, God bless their heart. They're very kind.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Man. We'll
but
still accept the work and thank you, but I just hope that the message behind that is that you actually like our work, and not just because you're feeling pity for us.
exactly. We're great artists. Really, please do not step us aside.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure. I'm sure. In the end, they're still happy with their work regardless, because that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what
Out,
always
out of
matters.
all of this, As long as the work is good, that's all that matters. And you're
Yeah.
paid well.
Yeah. So what would your advice be to getting commissions?
Commissions. Okay, my case is a little unorthodox, you could say, because I just happen to meet my clients by chance. But a part of that chance, I would say, is keep posting your work. No matter how crappy you think it is, no matter how how not so their level
Yeah.
ish, yeah, keep posting. Because the more you post, the more you get out there, the more you get out there, the more you'll meet people. And the more you meet people, the more clients you get. It's
True.
like a networking connection.
True. I usually get my clients from this client knows this client and just recommends me, vice versa. It cycles through. Actually, it just does that. Or there are
Oh,
times.
yeah,
Yeah, I was watching last night's. I think it was the newest episode in the Proco YouTube
yeah,
channel where I forgot his name. He's a storyboard artist for Riot Games, and when he
yeah.
showed his finished works and everything to Riot, he didn't got the job because of the finished work. He got the job because of his weird sketches or his unfinished.
Exactly.
Like usually that's the one that always gets the job. Even with mine. But if you see my portfolio in ArtStation, you would see that I have when below the finished painting, there's always the sketch part, and because clients really like seeing the process. Even me, when I hire
Yeah,
artists for a studio work, if there's big projects I need to work with, I hire artists for the job.
yeah,
I would always look at their sketches or their backgrounds or how they do stuff. It's really very entertaining to see
oh,
the
yeah,
process. Because they finish stuff, okay, everything is polished, it's already clean, but how did they get there? It really wants you to be really in depth with their work, and it's so amazing that how this becomes this, to point A to point B. So yeah,
yeah,
uh, guys, post your sketches, and I always say too that if you're applying for something, be in theme. If you're applying to be a background artist, put
then
background
post a lot of
artist.
backgrounds.
Yeah. I have three separate portfolios. I have one for backgrounds or concept design. Second is for pixel art, and third is for 3D printing stuff. Because everybody, not majority of you knows that I have a 3D printing shop.
Oh
Because
yeah, oh no, yeah. Check out her shop. I actually have a few 3D printed stuff from her. Actually, they're my own designs, but she printed them beautifully.
oh,
Remember the merman that I made
yeah,
from my iPad?
you also
That's
have
still my favorite.
one here that I forgot to send you last week. It's still here, the
Oh, the
resin one.
alien.
Yeah, the resin one. I will show it someday. I'll show it.
I
I'll
actually
show
forgot
it.
about that one.
It's just behind my cabinet. I haven't touched it.
Oh, well, thanks for reminding me then.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Uh,
separate. It's really separate portfolio because clients, even I, as an employer, I have no time to look at everything. And the problem with young artists, especially if they graduate just from art school, it's just all around there. They would just put it in one website and just dump it all.
yes.
And I don't have
Yeah.
enough time to scroll through that. Really.
Yeah.
Please organize your
Although,
portfolio.
exactly, yeah, that's what I was going to suggest because a lot of platforms nowadays, like our ArtStation, is probably like a good example because they allow you to group your artworks depending on the category or your genre. It
Yeah,
just makes it more organized. The
it
more
does.
organized you are, the more likely you're going to catch the eye of the client or the employer that you're trying to attract.
Yeah, true. For there's also Behance, but Behance I notice is more of photography and graphic
Oh yeah,
design, marketing, and
yeah.
advertising.
But same
But
thing. It's the same
mhm.
thing. If you're into that, then go right ahead. But still, in the end, organize your work.
Or if you're an animator, segregate your demo reel, please. Because
Yeah,
it's so
yeah,
hard
that
to
too.
scroll through everything. It really does, and majority of the employers have no time. So if you're wondering why you have zero clients, check your portfolio. Really, really check it.
Yeah, most
Because
likely you just need to organize. That's all.
yeah. These are the things that they never taught in art school. Really,
No, no, and they never will.
They never will. We went to art school and decided to draw.
Same. I didn't finish like at all, and yet for some reason, a lot of people even kept telling me that, oh no, you're not gonna finish school. You're not gonna be able to, get jobs. Well, ha, jokes on you.
Jokes on you, yeah, true. I finished last year my degree. After 7 years,
Hey,
yeah.
congrats!
I finished it, but it doesn't matter because when you apply for jobs, they don't acknowledge it anyway. They just look at your portfolio and then okay, you're hired. Like, oh, you're not gonna look at my no, you're fine. Just do
Yeah,
the just do the drawing test. If you pass, congrats. Like,
yeah,
oh,
pretty
okay.
much. But there are benefits to having a degree. It's just not what you think.
Yeah,
If you
it's
want to
not
teach, if you want to teach at the end, then yes, a degree will help because you can just easily just say that you're eligible to teach just by showing your degree.
true. Or take your civil service. But I do have
Yeah,
professors.
yeah, that's it.
Majority of our professors back in college were not, didn't have a degree. They just took
Yeah.
they just took their civil service and proved that they have so many experience in the industry. I mean, right now
Absolutely.
I'm already at my 10 years, probably more. I think I'm actually starting to apply, but we'll never know. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to apply to teach as my free of heart labor. Even if they don't pay me, I don't care. I just want to teach children arts
Yeah, same.
and teach them
I
when you
don't
see
really
some
want to do it.
do it.
No, I mean, I don't want to do it just yet because I wanna reach everything that I can reach first before I share it to others.
Or I
Because
just
as we know, there's nothing worse than than a teacher that keeps teaching but doesn't actually know what they're talking about. Lord knows we've had our fair share, huh?
Yep, in college, paying so much money for.
Yeah.
But yeah, tips for people: if you see something in social media, please, oh please, think before you share. Like, really think about it. Do not be impulsive. Like, really, it won't not take you a minute to think about it. Just give it 2 cents, really, before you share
Mm.
something. Just give it thought. That's pretty much it. Yeah. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of clients out there. I know it in my heart. They will never give a damn where you're from. They really
Yes,
don't.
100%.
There's
I've been
Deviant
doing this
Art.
last
Yeah.
what,
Deviant
five,
Art,
6 years now.
Art Station. There's also yeah, Behance is one of them. Reddit's 99
Yeah, so Reddit.
Designs. A lot.
Ooh,
Fiverr.
some of them I
Fiverr's.
didn't even heard of.
Yeah,
Cool.
a lot. So yeah, pretty much it's for that topic, and we move on.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so some of the viewers also shared their questions. So they're
Yeah, shoot.
asking, what is your favorite obscured or most underrated painting?
Okay. Yeah. She asked me this ahead of time. However, I didn't really find a specific piece, but I can actually um, tell you the artist. Any work from Geiger.
How do you spell it?
Wait. I forgot to. I'm Googling right now. The power of Google.
Okay,
Recipe.
mine is actually Rembrandt's The Night Watch.
Ah,
If
yes.
we're if we're
Rembrandt.
if we're talking about classical paintings, I would say
Yeah.
Rembrandt's. I mean, I love Rembrandt so much. I have a Rembrandt painting. I got
Oh,
it from.
yeah.
I have a copy, not the actual thing, because if I have the actual thing, this house would be surrounded with a lot of bodyguards.
Yeah.
I got it
No.
also.
I know the painting. The one with the guy in the black suit right in the middle where he's standing out from everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah, for everyone else. I think he's very underrated because majority of artists right now, if you ask them who is your favorite, classical, Renaissance, or whatever era artist is, they would say Van Gogh, Da
Van Gogh,
Vinci,
Da
Michelangelo,
Vinci,
you know,
Raphael.
yeah, the common five. I remember one of our
Yeah.
professors back then in college would say, "You would really know an artist that stands out from the crowd." It's like, "Oh, how would you know, sir?" Like he was like, "Okay, watch this. Okay, class, tell me who is your favorite artist, one by one." And I would hear some majority of our classmates would say Van Gogh, Da Vinci, and then when it comes to me, what is yours? It's like Rembrandt's. Like, I will take note of you. So put this in your mind, kids. Art school, and you
Like you
went to
see, that kid has culture.
yeah, exactly. If you go to art school, kids, remember this: to impress your professors or your art teachers, stay away from the meta.
Yeah, just stay away from the meta.
Yeah,
Anyway, sorry. That being said, mine is a little bit meta because his work at the end or at the at the peak of his life, he was known to design stuff for the movie Alien.
oh,
So H.R. Geiger, Giger,
wait,
he all of his work.
H
H.R.
H R
Yeah, Geiger,
Guy
Giger.
Gige. Ah, okay.
Any of his works. This is obscure and I wouldn't say
Oh,
underrated, but he deserves more.
recognition.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, he deserves more recognition than than most. Because look, his work is macabre. It is organic and yet it's mechanical. It strikes fear, but you don't know why because it's just tubes and body parts. Well, I guess that part's why, but he has a way with just dull colors. He is not a fan of uber colorful stuff, but he does have. But he knows how to pique your psyche, and actually drag out the fear.
Damn, he's amazing.
He
Wow.
is. I love his work. Any of his work, really. I can't choose one specific because they are all amazing. Even his sketches.
Okay. Do you have anyone specific from the digital art world?
Digital art world. Well,
Like
I'm a 3D boy.
modern world, the right
All right, modern
nows.
world.
The right nows, the
Hands
right.
down, hands down, my idol is Jama Jurabev. If you
Ooh.
don't know who he
I
is,
really
wait, let
don't.
me pull out. Oh no, no, don't worry. When I met him during an Icon Manila event, I had no idea who he was. But when I met him, because if you recall this story, Kaizen, for those who don't know, Icon Manila is an art convention
It is.
that
It
you
is. Yeah.
that yeah that you normally go to. But back then, before this whole pandemic, you would actually be given the chance to pay aside from your ticket. You're given the chance to pay a little bit more for a VIP experience,
Yes.
meaning you get to have dinner with the panelists. And it was the most amazing night of my life, hands down.
Wow. Daming
Yes,
bulas.
I
Yes.
was able to I was able to join. My dad gave that to me as my birthday gift, and I was able to join. You know who Aaron Blaze is?
Of course, I know Airplanes. Everybody knows
Yeah,
Airplanes. In the
I sat
animation
down with him
world,
and I actually had a conversation.
yeah, even in the animation world, everybody knows
Yeah.
him. I mean, you're
Mm-hmm.
not you're not an animator if you don't know it.
Okay, for those who don't know, he is practically the guy who single-handedly designed the Brother Bear.
Yes,
He
and
worked
Jungle
he
Book.
worked on Jungle Book, yeah, yeah, and then he also worked on Lion King.
Beauty and the Beast too. He was also there. He was doing sketches for them.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. He did some sketches, but not all of them.
Yeah, not all of it. He's one
Yeah.
of the Disney
Anyway,
guys. Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, going back. So I met Jama Jurabel. This guy, I actually forgot where he's from. Apologies, Jama. But so he was just this guy sitting down at the table, and then I went up and I just said hi. I knew he was one of the panelists, but I didn't know for what. And then other people started gathering around him, and they were like, "Oh wow, sir, I'm such a huge fan." And I'm like in the table, like, I don't even know who you are. And so I asked, like, "Oh, well, sir, what did you work on?" And he just looked at me and said, "Oh, just sideline projects. Just a tiny project you probably never heard of. I worked for Jurassic World.
Wow.
I designed I I designed this tiny little creature called the Indominus Rex.
Wow. Yeah, it is a little creature. Coated.
Oh yeah, yeah. My bad. And then it's like, oh, okay. So needless to say, I was stunned. But when he saw that I was stunned, he followed up with, oh, I also worked with another, small time project called Ready Player One.
Wow, a very small project indeed. I
Very
see.
small
Yeah.
project. Yeah, yeah.
Very, very small.
Needless to say, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I had to pick it up. Well, I love his work. He is, well, you know me, Kaizen. I am a 3D boy, right? I am a
Yeah.
3D fan. I was never much more for the 2D stuff. But this guy, he does 3D, VR mainly. And what I love about his work is that he just loves to join 2D and 3D. He will use the 3D as a base, and normally he will paint on top of it, or he will just do pieces completely in VR. Actually, he is the reason why I am doing VR art right now. He's the whole reason why I got my VR headset and the PC.
Well,
Yeah,
you even bad influenced me on getting one.
yeah, yes. I
So, guys,
poisoned her.
if you guys want to know how I got into 3D, it's his fault.
Yes, and I'm proud of it.
He's a culprit. No, I am so addicted to 3D.
Yeah. Well, trust
This,
me, first time I used it, I was like, damn.
this is the
Oh, but when
future.
yeah, but during the event after the dinner, so he did his stuff. He actually demonstrated VR in front of us, and needless to say, I was amazed. I was truly amazed. Like he was making this world in front of us, and he zoomed it in, and he was standing in that world.
Yeah, it's so
It
hard to
is.
explain VR to people who haven't experienced it
Yes.
before. It's just
Yeah, it's so hard.
it's guys, if you have a chance to experience art in VR, try it. It is
You have
so
to.
amazing. The moment the first time I laid hands on a VR headset was I think it was in a con. I think it was Best of Anime or something. I think it was a con
Ooh,
somewhere.
nice.
I attended a Huion art contest, which I did not won, by the way. Uh, I wish I did. I think it's a time when Huion was starting to be in the market. It was years ago, and I think they were
Yeah.
demonstrating. I think it was the Rift back
Oh
then.
yeah, yeah.
And just I think the Rift was
The
first.
Rift, the CV1, yeah.
Yeah, like
The
it's
very first commercial Rift.
yeah. When I first tried it, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" And you could feel everything in your hands. You know, it actually moves in the same speed. And then imagining doing art in VR headspace, it's just mind-boggling, amazing.
Yeah.
Oh
Remember
god,
when we used to have our sculpting sessions?
yeah. You know, I also
Yeah, we need
demonstrated
to do
me
that again.
painting. We should. I demonstrated
Yeah.
painting in Vermilion, the painting app in VR, which is a very amazing PR in my page,
Yeah,
and
it is.
a lot of people liked it. They really do. I would
Yeah.
say VR is a cheaper option if you cannot afford oil paints, because oil paints are expensive. If you run out of a bottle of
Yeah.
paint, you would throw it, and it's 1,000 pesos a tube if you're using Winsor Newton.
Yeah.
and
Oh, I do recommend that you guys do get a VR headset, especially if you have a PC. But
yes.
there are, if you do get the Meta Quest 2, yeah, shout out, hey, Facebook, baka naman.
Facebook sponsor us.
Yeah, but if you actually manage to get one, there are standalone art softwares that you can start off with. Then if you want to move up, or if you want to level it up, just hook it up to a PC. It's that easy.
Yeah, or in a laptop. Laptop is also viable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, laptop work.
there's
I,
also
I worked in a laptop for a while.
yeah, painting VR is also available in the Quest too, which is still on my card. I haven't bought it yet. I'll try it someday. But it's
Yeah,
so God, it's so amazing, guys. Please try it. At first, you will feel
you
sick.
have to.
It will
Yeah,
pass. It will pass.
yeah, it will pass.
It will
I
pass.
told her this too. She didn't understand until she tried it out herself.
Yeah, because when I first tried it out, I was sick all the time. But it's just so beautiful. Even you want to vomit. You
Yeah.
you want to stay longer, but it passed. I can handle longer, but I still cannot handle Echo VR. But it will be fine.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Uh,
fun.
okay. Already basically on that topic. So the next question the other viewers are would like to ask is
Yes.
tablet or software recommendations. I have
Sorry.
tablets, drawing tablets, graphic tablets, or software
Okay.
recommendations.
All right. Shall I start this off for you?
You start, because I know what you're gonna
All right.
recommend.
All right. Well, it depends on what you're gonna use or what you're gonna do, rather, 2D or 3D. But okay, we'll start with the software. Huh?
Yeah.
3D hands down. Use ZBrush. I'm sorry, I am super biased. There is nothing else you need.
Oh no, ZBrush
Of
phone.
course, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You need to learn others, but I'm just so hard headed that I never did. But ZBrush is my favorite software. I've been using it for the past 12 years now. Yeah.
Wow, skunk.
Yeah, I am. I am even subscribed to them. I didn't buy it. I pay every 6 months. That's how much I love ZBrush. You know all about it, right? Adobe user.
Yeah, I kind of okay. You know, you were like a big ZBrush boy when the first time I met you. When I first time met you, were all this ZBrush, ZBrush, and me, a peasant who don't understand anything about 3D, it just stares at you. Is a brush?
Yeah.
Is ZBrush a brush that's shaped with the letter Z? Is that what you meant? Huh?
And like
And
I can do that in Photoshop too.
right, and that's
You can
what.
make a ZBrush.
Yeah, that's the first time when I met you. I think, is that what he meant? And like my mind is like boggling. And then you pulled out your laptop and then demonstrated with ZBrush. I was like, oh, it's an app
Oh,
that I
it's
will
an
never
app. Yeah.
that I will never touch because it's so intimidating.
At first, it is, but once you get the gist of it, it's a very amazing 3D sculpting software. Okay, just to be clear, sorry, I did not specify what ZBrush is. ZBrush is a 3D sculpting software. So unlike 3D modeling softwares, this software or this app is made to handle millions and millions of polygons, just like you're sculpting with clay.
Exactly. And I know there's like
Yeah,
a proper term for that because in VR they call it voxel sculpting.
voxel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the other is I forgot the other one.
Well, polygon sculpting.
Yeah, polygon sculpting. Yes.
Yeah, because voxel is volume pixels. That's why it's called voxels.
Yeah.
Okay. So it uses tiny little squares or pixels, and then once you draw over a surface, it builds up as a volume. So, but unlike ZBrush, there is something similar, but not all the way. Uh, it's more on polygons, so squares and cubes. It and then you're able to draw or sculpt on top of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna recommend a 3D software, I would say ZBrush too, but I will never touch that app ever again. I would
trust me,
recommend
guys. I tried. I tried to convince her, but she never used it.
tried for you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't click, you know. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm so present for this program. I will stick to Blender.
Hey, but Blender is also good. You have to give it credit. They are moving up in the world and they're
I
still free.
know. I love Blender. I'm so obsessed with Blender right now that I even
Yeah, I just
program.
have an issue with the UI because I'm too used to ZBrush, but I used it too. It's nice, especially for rendering. Their EV engine is amazing.
Yeah, your EVN is nice, but I use their cycles because I want to flex. I have an RTX card, but
Oh, right. No, no, I have an RTX card too. So yeah, thank you.
you
Courtesy
know,
of her shop
yes,
too, by the way.
yes. Also, a PC building shop. Honest, it's not wrong to get a lot of career paths. It's fine to have
No,
a lot. Yeah,
no, yeah, go for it.
yeah. There's
Anyway, okay, so yeah, let's move on. What other? Oh yeah, tablets.
tablet,
Yeah,
tablets. Yeah.
tablets. Okay, so this is a little, controversial because a lot of people like specific tablets for specific reasons. But I, surprisingly, I like XP Pen.
Aha! We have the same opinion.
Yes, I have a Canvas Pro 24 inch.
Oh, you not go muna yung 13 mo.
No, no, no. I'm using my 13 mainly right now. Sorry, I also do have a Wacom One actually it's a 15 inch. Yeah, I use this mainly because Wacom for me, yes, they are super expensive. However, you can't deny that they have the best. When it comes to accuracy.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
extreme hot takes within tablets. I want people to listen what I'm gonna say right now.
Mm.
If any tablet company would sponsor me, please sponsor me because I will really nail your product down to the ground.
That came out wrong, but I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, see this bad boy here. This is a Huion 22 Canvas Pro that I got from Josh too. The reason I
Oh
love
yeah.
the reason I love this tablet is just because it came from Josh. That's it.
No, yeah, I used to use that a lot. That one was my main tablet for many years. I just decided to try XP Pen out for my next tablet because I wanted to upgrade. But Huion is also a very very good company because they actually do take care of you as customers.
I have a love hate relationship with Huion right now. Like
Really, really.
with Huion, okay, this tablet I'm using right now from you. I
Uh-huh.
don't know why, but I would see why it's cheaper. I have a Wacom tablet.
Yeah.
I have my Wacom tablet for 17 years. I wish I'm lying, I'm not. It's 17 years and I only changed the nib once. That is how powerful and durable Wacom is. If I'm going to recommend a tablet and if you can afford it, just go for Wacom because it will
Yeah.
stay for you forever and ever unless you drop it in a second floor building or something, or you,
Or
I
in
don't
lava.
know, oh yeah, or drop it in a grinder. Like
Yeah.
that thing
No,
is
no.
so adorable. Like you don't know, especially I play LOL a lot, and there are times that I want to hit stuff in my Wacom tablet when you especially have allies that are useless.
Oh
Because
God, yes.
it still works. It really does. And I would, oh god, Huion is just very hard to me. So this Huion, the colors are so washed out that I have to change my display to my main display, which is an IPS panel, a
Ah,
Philips
I see.
IPS panel, every time. So it's very hard. And at school, in our university, we are also using Huion, also having a hard time because the drivers, for some reason, is so whacked up within Mac. It's not working
Oh
great
yeah.
in Mac
Mm,
at all. The pen turns into an eraser out of nowhere, and I really hate reinstalling and installing every single time. And sometimes it just shuts down, and it's just so annoying. And then,
yeah.
some of my
Oof.
friends, especially when we changed from work from home, right, because of the pandemic,
Yeah.
some studios are issuing Huey on tablets. Huey on tablets.
Oh.
I have this friend who is so annoyed because she's a colorist and the colors are so inaccurate with the Huey on tablets. told her company that I would pay extra or deduct my salary. Just give me a Wacom one, please.
Yeah. Well, the bottom line of this is if you actually have the money, and
Get
trust
one.
me, this is only if you have the money, but if you have the money, please just get a Wacom tablet.
Yes.
Even a Wacom one, like the one I'm using right now, it is durable. I dropped a mug on this thing full of hot coffee, not
Mm.
even a scratch or a ding.
I dropped my Wacom with milkshake once, and it's
Oh,
very
fuck.
sticky. That's why it has a sticky finish, but it works.
Well, well, you might actually say that's an improvement because you added more friction to the screen.
Oh
To
god,
the screen, I mean.
if you're on a budget, I would rather get XP Pen. For some reason, even it's more cheaper, it works better. They got
Yes.
they got the mistakes of the Huion into something. Wow, finally a little better, but of course it's still not perfect. But it has better color and good calibration too. The colors are amazing in their
Yes. I
panels.
love my XP pens so much.
XP
It's
pens
just
are way
so
better.
vibrant.
My friend,
Yeah, they are.
one of also famous internationally signed Orange Studios also uses an XP pen, and she would always recommend just get an XP pen. Yes, cause it's really good for time frame. I don't know. Well, XP has a record for baking. I mean, yeah, I get it, but if you're in the budget, just get that one. Do not get the
Mine
Huion.
hasn't break not once. I've had it for nearly 2 years.
You know, the Huion's gonna be
But yeah,
1 year to me, and I want to throw it outside because of the colors. That's it.
yeah.
But the pen also is not. The pen breaks a lot. I have a lot of friends keep breaking their pens, but because I have a background of fixing stuff in electronics and industrial design, I kind of fix my own pen by myself by soldering a piece of. I forgot what I soldered inside to fix it, and then I put Teflon tape inside to fix the buttons. It worked.
Clever.
It
But
worked.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
If you're in a budget, XP Pen works.
XP
It's
works.
practically for me the second best because hands down, Wacom is always going to be the king.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, it is. It's expensive, but it's worth it. You're gonna pay one time, and that's it.
yeah. One time and you're good.
Yeah, and he will be with you until you die.
Yeah, you
Probably.
can even pass it to your grandkids. Oh, wait. I have the best analogy for this. Wacom is the Nokia 3210 of all tablets.
About Thomas, he gets ran by a truck, survives.
Survives, still plugs in. Oh, look, I can still draw.
Which it's cracked, but it still works.
Yeah, anyway, yeah. XP Pen and Wacom.
Yes, XP Pen, Wacom. Huion,
Yeah.
please, if you could just sponsor me with your newest tablets, maybe my opinions will change. You'll never know.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because I see
Leon, it's just the driver issues. That's all.
maybe, but right now I see they're releasing their new variants. The one with the white
Ooh.
box. I kind of see them, but
Ooh.
I don't. This is what I hate about YouTube too. I really hate reviewers and the ones who are being sponsored by these tablet companies
Yeah,
because
because
they always review out of the box, not daily driving. This is why I like Linus Tech Tips because when they review something, it's really tested so intensely to the point that they want it to break. Or, for example, one of
yeah,
my favorite artists, Ergo Josh, which he did a very good recommendation video for tablets. He tested every tablet. He daily drove them. Because that's how you know if it's quality, not out of the box. Of course, it's good out of
it's
the
gonna
box.
work out of
Yeah,
the box.
it's out
Yes.
of the box. Especially if you're like Jazza, being paid by Huion. Of course, he's gonna say good things about it.
Yeah, but come on, that's how they make their living. But
Yeah,
yeah, Kai is right. If you're gonna watch a YouTube video, you're better off watching a reviewer that actually uses it for at least a week.
I would say at least 6 months. Because a week is
Oh
still
yeah, that's true.
so short
Eh,
for tech.
no. Because the thing is, if it's 6 months, it's too late because a new tablet will come out, and why would they buy that?
Yeah, exactly. But that's how deep diving works. You
Yeah.
actually worked it.
Oh
But
God, it's such a vicious cycle.
it's a vicious cycle. The tech world has something called, flash the latest tech every 2 months, and so it's kind of
Yeah,
hard. That's why you watch reviews, but trust me, just watch a guy who tested them all, like Ergo Josh. He has
yeah.
an amazing
I love
recommendation.
Ergo Josh.
He is. His stuff is so rich, kid. I cannot
Yeah.
afford the stuff he has in his studio. So
And
yeah,
besides, if you have any artist problems, yeah, Ergo Josh is also a good guy to go to.
yeah, I love him. So for me, for software, for
Yeah.
3D, I am obsessed with Blender. I already mentioned it. Also Medium,
Yep.
but I know Adobe has a new program. What is the new program called? I forgot the new
Oh,
Medium.
the new Adobe software
Yeah, the
for
new
VR.
yeah for
Ah,
the
yeah. Adobe Substance Modeler.
Substance Modeler. I still haven't tried that,
Yes.
but it's a newer version of Medium. I
I am currently in their open beta, and trust me, you are going to love it.
I have the app now because they accepted my open beta registration, so I'm gonna try it probably next week.
Yeah, try it, try it. They're already releasing new builds with new features. They just added a clay build-up brush.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, for
yeah,
3D, I would say Blender because it's free and it's very straightforward. And there's a lot of tutorials for Blender. ZBrush is just too advanced. So boy,
yeah. No, and Blender is all she can afford because of her other software recommendation.
which is worse.
Come on, tell us what's your go-to to the app.
Okay, okay, let's be real here. People would hate me. I don't care how much you would tell me. Oh, Clip Studio Paint is amazing. Fudge you, fudge you. Adobe Photoshop is master race, and it will never change
There
your
we
life.
go. There it is. There it
Yeah,
is.
I will. It's
Okay,
kind of
kids, you heard it. You heard it here. Photoshop Master Race.
apparently I'm. It's a cult. I'm probably 100% biased, but
Yeah,
I cannot deny it. Okay, it's just so good and so bad at the same time. I grew up with Photoshop. I started Photoshop when I was 4. I think it was.
God.
I think it was just Photoshop back then. It was not Adobe or something, and there was no
Start him
layers.
young.
You start them young. You start them young in the cult, and then I
Like
think,
you're
yeah,
just so brainwashed at this point.
my art director when I was taking my OJT before told
Yeah.
because she was complaining with me like, oh, why are you using Photoshop? Like, why can't you just get Clip Studio Paint? You just pay one time. You know what I did back to her? I think she hated me the next time. I told her like, so sorry, ma'am, that you cannot afford Adobe Photoshop and I can.
Oh my God.
She
Suddenly
was
you're a plebe.
she was so mad.
Like, ma'am, hindi ko po kasalanan na pulubi kayo.
I know a lot of our friends hate me so much when they ask me about every other. Okay, Cave Studio Paint is good, not bad. You have your own 3D modeler shit. I appreciate it. It's great, but you don't have what Photoshop has. It's like different from a different level. It really does. You know, and the problem why photo people hate Photoshop because it's so demanding. It needs a lot of RAM. It needs a lot of processing power.
Yeah.
It's a big boy. A big boy needs a big meal, and I understand. This is why the computer behind me has 64 gigs of RAM, and I will update it to 128 because it's still not enough.
Sure.
Am I a slave?
Sure.
Yes, I'm a slave.
Keep convincing us that it's a big boy because it needs a lot of stuff. No, he's a big he's a big what's the word, my God? He's a big well, oh God, I lost my train of thought. Fine, you win this one.
It's a
Jeez.
very, very, very demanding app. And it's an industry standard. When you go to a company or in a studio, no matter what okay, you know, Sai, you know this. They would always say, well, everything is in Photoshop, so you have to adjust, which is
Fine.
100%.
Jesus, you win. Don't hurt me.
It's like 100%. Oh, come on, Josh. When you go to art school, and we did, what is the
Yeah,
program they teach? What is the program they teach?
fine, fine. Photoshop. Photoshop's the first
Photoshop.
thing we learn,
Exactly. So
unfortunately.
that is, but if you know you're tight in the budget, I understand. There's nothing wrong with that. Just get Krita. Krita is good.
Or if you're on an iPad like me, you can always go Procreate.
Procreate is amazing. It
Yes, it is.
is. I have a friend who hates me because of my point of view. Because she's like, "Oh, Procreate is amazing. It's probably the best drawing app." And I get it. It's good, but like Photoshop is still,
It's not. It's no Photoshop.
And it's like, I like, you don't understand. Well, I definitely understand. I probably can never afford an iPad because of Photoshop, but at least I have Photoshop.
You see? Sure. Keep keep telling yourself that you could have had an iPad by now. Just saying.
Probably 12 years, I think. Photoshop back
12
then,
years?
yeah, but Photoshop back then was like one-time payment thing, and then it became a monthly thing. Okay, I understand the monthly thing. Okay, and then it became higher and higher and higher and higher. Right now, it's around 2,000 pesos. If you get the 3D one, it's around 3,500 a month. Something like that.
Jesus Christ!
I'm not joking. And I also have the Adobe Cloud because I use Adobe Cloud a lot for
I
transferring
don't know.
files.
That's actually very useful.
It is very useful. So if you want more storage, that's an additional more payment. So imagine you're Adobe sponsor me, please.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, I would really recommend Adobe. Oh, just it's the most powerful app. I won't suggest you to pirate it, but I would understand why. I
It's
would
like,
understand why.
yeah, you're gonna have to pirate it because you're gonna have to sell one of your kidneys
Two thousand five
to keep it
hundred
for
per
like 3
month.
months.
And it's a very expensive app, but it's just like very worth it for its price.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say very worth it for its price, but it's very worth it to flex, I guess.
No, you're just brainwashed.
Wow, wow.
Never mind. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. I'm what to talk. I'm already in the ZBrush route.
You are. But Photoshop
But
has like so many
okay,
things.
when it comes to 2D art apps, though, I would recommend if you guys don't have the money for Photoshop, and who does, Krita is practically your best bet.
It's
It's as
amazing.
close as you can get. Yes.
Mediabang
And
is also amazing.
what?
Mediabang.
Med Medibang. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it
That
Medibang
too.
or Mediabang? I don't know how to pronounce it, but
Medibang, I think.
Med-
Uh,
I think I have it on my
anyway.
phone. It's a good app.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have it on my iPad too, but I just preferred Procreate because I already paid for it.
But it's cheap. Portraits around 500 somewhere like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, just 500, and you only have to pay for it once.
Yes, it's also really if you have an iPad, oh really good app, really powerful.
Yeah,
Ooh, Krita
the
too.
the
If you're
yeah,
doing
Krita.
basic, concept art stuff, not Krita will be fine. Photoshop,
Yeah,
the only
Krita.
thing, the Photoshop what makes it just special is just because it has so many intricate things for its layer styles and its AI capabilities is why it's expensive. Because honestly, I use Photoshop for almost everything. I animate in Photoshop. I also animate. Well, I do have some of the Adobe programs, but I also sometimes do my 3D panorama in Photoshop or fix my 3D prints in Photoshop because it has majority what I need, and this is why I will probably never leave it unless
Oh.
you kill me.
Or they decide to make it 10,000 per month.
Oh boy, gosh. Oh,
Nah, she would probably still pay that.
5,000. I think I was.
Oh my god.
I
Oh, so
don't
ten
know.
thousand is your limit. Okay. At
Uh,
least now we know.
5,000. I think people would revolt though. I mean, I understand, but like people would revolt. I think people would really, really start to
Yes,
revolt.
they
Yeah,
would. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I still have moral standards. I am not really that brainwashed.
Sure, sure. Anyway,
Yeah, but for
yeah. So yeah, those are all the apps and the tablets we recommend.
there's also one program that I really love for art that actually functions is
What?
what do you call this? PureRef. Yes, it helps artists a lot. It's
Puref.
free.
Yes.
Yes.
Puref.
I kind
My
of know.
God.
I heard about PureRef 6 months ago. I never heard about this app
Oh my God. I've
before.
been using it for a long time. In fact, I just forgot to install it on my new PC, but it is a godsend. Okay, for all of you who don't know what Puref is, it is a small little app that allows you to copy and paste hundreds of images, no matter how big or how small they are,
Exactly.
and it you can scroll through it infinitely if you want to.
True, and it's also hovering on your apps, which is the good feature because you don't need to click minus and plus or whatever. It just hovers there, and you can see it no matter which app you click. You're like it's just there. Oh,
It's
that's
just
my
there, yes.
yes. It's so easy to navigate, and like I never knew about it. I just found it with my friend Cyan Orange Studios, which you should check her stuff. Amazing artist. I love her.
Nice.
Yeah, I just so amazing. When I do 3D on Blender, I have my Pure Ref too. I mean Photoshop because I used Photoshop before for doing my references. I just put a new file and just put all the layers in. But that is a very
Yeah,
unorganized way of doing it. A Pure Ref just eases
and
out
yeah,
the pain. It's just amazing app. So guys, get yourself Pure Refs.
yeah. I think they have a free trial or like a basic version. I think.
No, the pro version. They just have this option where you just donate. It's technically free.
Okay, I see, I see. But still, donate. I would recommend that you donate because it is an amazing software.
It is an amazing
It's such a
software.
lifesaver,
Yeah,
especially
for
when you're working
artists.
on a lot of projects and
It's easy. It's easy to make a mood board, in Pure Ref. You get your entire Pinterest board and just paste it, copy paste, and just automatically paste in Pure Ref. It's just so easy. It just hovers. It's amazing. So,
yes.
okay, the next question, we move on, is our views in NFTs. This is like the last one, and this is a very crucial. This is a very crucial topic, and PP pretty
All
much
right. Let me
people,
stretch for this one. Ah,
yeah,
let's get
people,
this.
yeah, people have a lot of opinions about this one. It's not easy to discuss this.
Hmm.
So,
It is not.
how
You're
about you?
gonna hate us for this. Some are, but some of these need to be said.
Yeah, true. So, what do you think about it?
Okay. What NFTs?
Yeah, NFT art. Yeah,
NFT art is dangerous.
it really is.
It is dangerous. Like a lot of people will hate me for this opinion, and but frankly, I don't care.
Same.
But yeah, yeah. But you have to understand this. There are a lot of artists right now that their art is being taken from them without them knowing, and then it's being sold as an NFT, and
Yeah.
then they just find it through they just find it through NFT websites. Like, oh, what the hell is my artwork doing there? And the thing is, even if you do ask them to take it down, which they won't,
New phone,
but even
especially
if
if
they
it's
do,
minted.
even if they do successfully take the artwork down from the website, it's too late. They have already bought it, resold it millions of times because that's how it works.
It does,
and
yeah.
it's already out there, and then you've already lost the right to that artwork, even though it's yours. No one will actually care. So yeah, NFT art is pretty dangerous, and but frankly though, it's a little scammy if you ask me.
It's a huge scam, honestly. I think it happens with every new tech. Like, because NFT is so new. Let's be
Yeah,
real here. The technology is not polished there, but the idea is very innovative. Like, if you're gonna ask me personally, I would say NFT is really the future. I am pro NFT, but of course I
yeah.
understand why people think it's a scam and everything. I really do, but not all of it. Of course, the bad ones always gets the clout, not the good benefits of it.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
It's always
Okay, no, okay. If we're talking about both sides of NFTs, fine. I understand how good it can be, the benefits of it, because it's like saying, oh, okay, we are going to post your artwork, and then if a lot of people like it, you actually earn from that. You earn from that like, just not by thumbs up and hearts and all that. No,
yeah,
you actually get money from it,
yes.
the money you deserve.
It's more secure because it's the blockchain. So I know a lot of people don't understand the blockchain. It's just like a big ledger that tracks
Yeah,
transactions, numbers, binaries. And because of that big ledger, everyone has a hold of that ledger. Anyone has a hold in the blockchain. They could make their own website. They can make anything. And you have 100% control over it. No Facebook, no Google, no any big tech companies will tell you what to do or how to monetize it, which is great about blockchains is there's no, there's no access to it yourself or unless you give access to other people, blah, blah, blah. It's the science, the tech involving it, it's amazing. It really is. It helps a lot of aspects,
yes.
but because it's new and there's a lot of opportunists taking advantage of people who doesn't know NFTs, they'll make a scam about it. I make a scam about it, and this is where the scamming parts. So there are artists who goes into NFTs. If you're gonna go to NFTs, please, oh dear lord, make your research, please, 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 please.
Exactly.
Do not
Even with
just
even with any cryptocurrency, you need your research. You need to,
exactly.
because you cannot go into this blind.
You really can.
That's how you get scammed.
It's it with any technology. I mean, it's it with any field. I guess if you want to be a doctor, study to be a doctor. If you want to be an
Yeah.
NFT artist, you gotta know your facts, know everything, know what blockchain is, you know what crypto is, know this, that, what is OpenSea, what is that. The people who got scammed is, well, if you didn't do your research, I mean, it's 100% gonna happen to you. There's a lot of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Exactly.
We can never neglect the opportunists, the bad opportunist people. They'll never go away no matter what we do, you know?
Yeah. They're always gonna be there.
And NFT, because it's new, of course, security is not that 100% yet. But you would
Exactly.
you would see it's changing drastically every 2 months or so. It's new. If people give more time to it, I think it would be a good platform. I really do, because the value of digital medium and digital art skyrocket when NFT kicked off. Now, before, commission rates were like what, $3 an hour to $7 an hour. Now they're accepting $20 to $45 an hour. The value of the digital medium has raised so much because
Yeah, I
of
agree with that.
NFTs. Yeah. Now people will say,
Ooh.
okay, making a video now actually costs money. Making arts or logos of, oh, this is the value pala, hindi pala 50 pesos.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
they finally understand, oh, it has
Or starting
value.
to at least.
Yeah, this is what NFT did. The good thing. I mean, and not say it's a perfect thing, but yes, so many things. Plus, I know the other problem with NFT is like, oh, it's not eco-friendly, efficient, oh, blah blah blah. But
Huh?
now crypto is switching to proof of stake, which is 100% eco-friendly. They don't need to mine anymore. Crypto, especially Ethereum, which is a
Yeah.
major crypto used to make NFTs and such.
Yeah.
So that
Oh
problem has
no.
been solved within a year. So people can now stop saying it's not eco-friendly. It stop
Yeah.
supporting NFTs. It's just
Look, to be fair though, okay, guys, I have to admit I don't know much about cryptocurrency, and at this point I try to avoid it as much as possible because I don't know anything about it. But if I have the knowledge like Kaizen does, I would most likely dabble in it as well. The only problem is, yes, the security is not all there, and that's the problem.
yes.
So with NFTs, though, the other problem is they have no way of knowing who did the art.
Right
That for
now,
me is practically the biggest hurdle that they need to go and fix.
right now, yes, but DeviantArt made an AR programming system that auto detects NFTs, which site they came from. It's actually very effective, not gonna lie. If you put an
Oh,
art,
really?
yeah, DeviantArt releases it's a very amazing program. Well, it's again still new, but it really works amazingly. Right now, NFTs cannot be screenshot. And also the people who keep saying that, oh, you screenshot this NFT. Guys, really, it doesn't work that way. Whoever thought that dumb joke, really, of the screenshot thing is a really dumb meme. It really
Eh,
doesn't work that way. If I take a screenshot, let's say, of Josh's work right now, does that make me the owner of that artwork? Obviously not.
Yeah. Now, all I'm trying to say is that the blockchain is a double-edged sword,
It is.
because anyone can download the artwork from anywhere, change a bit of
Stuff.
change a bit of code, and then it's yours. Like the NFT site will not practically know where it came from, and now since it's already in the blockchain, there's nothing much they can do because it's already there.
Yeah, it's already in the blockchain, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But right now, I won't recommend it for noobs. Really don't. If you already have a field in cryptocurrency and but majority of the blockchain, I would suggest it. It's actually a good high risk, high reward thing. It really is high risk, high reward. Big reasons why I could pretty much get stuff that I want. But there's a lot of setbacks. Like, oh, you have to be really knowledgeable and very careful with the with NFTs because there will be people who will take advantage for it. It's very risky right now because it's new. But I think future, maybe give it 3 years. I guess it will be much more better and more, more
Right. Well,
fixed.
to be fair, I would be lying if I said that I wasn't interested. So when the time comes, please, guys, and teach me, Sensei.
It's not easy. You have to go back.
Yeah. No, no, no. We're gonna have to, meet up and shit. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna. I'm willing to learn. That's what I'm trying to say. Right now, I'm just scared because I have no knowledge of it. And
Yeah.
some companies have already, approached me regarding doing NFT arts. I just was not sure how to deal with it. So I just
Yeah.
said, oh, okay, well, let me think about it first and whatnot because I don't know what I'm supposed to do as an NFT artist.
If you just do the same thing, do art, because usually in an NFT studio, let's say, they would have this guy who mints the art, and then there's the other guy who's going to distribute it, do the marketing. It's just the concept of like an actual art studio. If, for example, if you're a
Yeah.
game studio, you're gonna make a game, right? So you still do your thing, and there's someone who's gonna mint the assets for you. That's what the minters are for. Minting is turning the asset, the art, into NFT, non-fungible token, which is the crypto. For example, cryptos like Ethereum, DFI, DAO, like that.
I see.
And they would mint that and they would implement it in the game. For example, there's like Axie Infinity, the most famous one, let's say. Of course, Axie Infinity
Hmm.
is an NFT.
Pretty much kicked it off, yeah.
Yeah. Or, of course, actual in-game currency equivalent to actual real in-game money. Because it's technically a cryptocurrency, it's kind of easy to micromanage some stuff, put a
Mm.
lot of value to things because there's an actual flow of stocks. But right now, Axie has a very low rate in the NFT market if it's the number one NFT game.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that did not sell well. I really. Uh. But yeah, NFT right now, I really, really believe it's a future for artists. But I
Oh
would
yes, yes.
say do not engage with it. Really don't. I
Yeah,
will be honest with
it's
I will be honest with
yeah.
our viewers right now. I have spent a lot of money in crypto. In NFT investing, I have lost a lot of money. The last escapade I had, I lost 50,000 pesos, probably more, because of a project that did not push through. And did that stop me? Well, usually a normal person will stop that, but you would see the potential because other NFT projects that I did really well. You know, they did
Yeah.
really well, and still benefiting from it. Because I used to work in a mining firm or farm, uh, back when I was in high school. This is why I learned a little bit of the crypto, then further on my knowledge on it. And this is why I build PCs because from the mining firm. But yeah, it's just
Okay. Well,
it's a high risk reward, really high risk reward.
yeah, but for now, for beginners, yeah,
No, do not
like she
touch it.
said, like even I won't dwell on it at the moment because I am literally just afraid of what could happen.
Yeah,
Because I'm in no position to actually lose any money for an investment that I'm not even sure is going to kick off.
it really is. But
Yeah.
it's worth it if you
But in the
want to do it.
future, who knows? Who
Yeah, who
knows, right?
knows? Yeah, it's worth it if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, do not touch it. Please do not.
Yeah. Yeah, just pretty much just pretty much stick to commissions for now.
Yeah, sticker commission, it works. Commissions work too, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's pretty much how we roll right now. So,
Yeah. But if you have, a
but in the
family,
future, yes,
yeah, because I have a
yeah,
family to feed and a lot of bills.
to pay, yes,
You
go the
engage.
safe route for now.
Yeah.
Because
But
a lot of people go into this thinking, oh, a lot of people are going cryptocurrency and making a lot of money. Maybe I'll do the same. But you have to understand that those people who actually earn from this did their homework,
and they,
plain and simple.
yeah, for me, so I do crypto trading. Sometimes, well, not typically every day. Depends on. This is why in this PC, I have bars of the stock market or the crypto market because you have to
Yeah.
really study the value of crypto because it also shapes the value of NFTs.
Yes,
It's a
that's true.
really really hard thing to do, but if you nailed it, $2,000 easy in 20 minutes. It is. If you did it right, it happens. $10,000 contract for an NFT, so easy. But like I said, high risk, high reward.
Yeah,
I'm not,
my
I'm not,
God.
I'm not gonna hide this for some of my clients, for some of my viewers. One project, $10,000 because of NFT. I'm not lying. It's true. It really is not a joke. You earn a
Yes.
lot. And I have other friend artists who also is into NFTs. They earn probably more than I do, but because they're really well known NFT artists. Cough, cough, cough.
Well, who knows in the future? Maybe
Yes. There's
I'll join
also,
their ranks too.
yeah, there's small time NFT artists too who does well. I mean, works. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Well,
that's
we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But right now, NFT, at least in my opinion and through my eyes, it is a little shaky.
very
That's all
bad,
I have to say.
very
Yeah.
scammy.
Yeah. Well, it's shaky. Like I said, it's not good. It's not bad, but it's hanging by a thread, in my opinion. So at the moment it becomes a little more rock solid, then I'll jump into it. But for now, I'll just stick to commissions.
Much to say. Yes, take the safer. But for
Yeah.
people watching this, I would say just have an open mind, do your research. There's nothing wrong being
Yes.
open minded. That it's really bad just to close your mind into something because you'll never know. Usually
Yeah.
the stubborn artists are the close minded ones. They're the ones who doesn't approve or. This is the same thing with digital art back then. People don't people never don't like the digital art. Or it's like the digital art is supreme. Digital art is cheating. And because times have changed 10 years later now, there's traditional artists. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a traditional artist. It's a great medium. But there are times that, because we are moving forward to the digital age so fast, so quickly, majority of
That
the
we need to
company,
adapt to it anyway.
yeah. And though if you're left out and you're still stuck with it, saan ka pupulutin, diba? You're just gonna do what? Portraits forever of what,
That's true.
celebrities? It's not gonna be enough. Trust me. This is why I attack with Pinas more.
Para may pinapatamaan ka dun, just saying. Ah, I wonder which artist and which portraits are being drawn.
What's harder? Well, I'm just kidding.
Mm.
But we love
No, but
any
yeah.
we love any art form. Do you? At the end of the day, do you do what you want? If that makes you
Yes,
happy, yeah. Okay.
do what you want.
It's still a hobby in the end of the day, but if you want to make a living out of your hobby, you gotta let go of some certain aspects. Like a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
So yeah, that's
Well,
pretty
anyway,
much
yeah.
it, bro. Yeah, we did
Yeah.
it. We did
Yeah,
it
this
for
was
the episode.
fun.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, we need to do this again. This was fun.
Yes, this was fun for all of you watching right now. Thank you for watching our first episode. Enjoying my
Thank
god.
you.
Please don't
Hope you
forget.
didn't sleep.
Yes, don't forget to follow my amazing guy over here, Joshua Black, and his ArtStation Twitter. I will put all the links down below. He's an
Thank
amazing
you.
artist, and you would know why I'm so bad influenced by VR and 3D sculpting because of this guy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will
Yep.
see you guys
See you.
in next time.